Nigeria, Africa's most populous country, a land of strength, resilience and complexity, but beneath the colors of unity lies a question that has refused to fade, a question that splits opinions, ignites passion and challenges the very idea of one Nigeria. That question is embodied in one man, Nnamdi Kanu. To some, he is a hero, the voice of the voiceless, a modern prophet fighting for justice and freedom. To others, he is a rebel, a man whose words have fueled division, unrest, and the threat of another war. Tonight, we explore the story behind Voice, the man, the movement, and the millions who either adore or despise him. To understand Nnamdi Kanu, you must first understand the shadow of history. The name Biafra carries memories soaked in pain. The Nigerian Civil War of 1967 to 1970. A war that claimed more than 1 million lives, mostly from starvation. When the guns went silent, the wounds never healed. Decades later, a new generation began asking, what happened to our promise? What happened to our people? It was in this climate of dissatisfaction and growing frustration that Nnamdi Kanu, born in Abia State in 1967, emerged as a voice of resistance. Educated in the United Kingdom, he began broadcasting on a small online radio station known as Radio Biafra, but those words carried across the internet would soon shake the pillars of Nigeria's unity.
Shooting where again? Shooting in Okota, they are shooting also in Okota. People must go to the bush, ambush them. Go to the bush, you need to cut them off from the back, ambush them, take their guns from them and kill them. These are animals, they are not human beings. They may be wearing police army, they are not human beings. These are terrorists from Niger. These are terrorists from Gambia. These are foreign terrorists from Chad. They are not human beings. Disarm them and kill them. If you allow them to scare you off the streets, your life is over. Your life is over. And I want Lagos airports to be on flames. Build the perimeter fence. Go and burn down Lagos. Anybody, if you have double barrel, if you have pistol, anything you have, give it to them, let them go and kill them, penetrate the airport and set Motoram Mohammed Airport on fire. Set it ablaze right now. Then the world will listen. You are dealing with animals. Fulani Janja, they are animals. They do not reason. They do not reason. You don't know them. You don't know them. I mean, are they not killing people? The caller on the line, can you hear me? Yes, please. Good evening to you. Yes, go ahead.
Well, my name is Chideberugu, calling from Lagos.
What is happening where you are?
We was at Oshoda Papa Expressway. They was shooting us there. It's 5 people that they killed this evening.
How many policemen died? I don't want to hear they kill us, they kill us. How many did you kill? How many police or army did you kill? How many?
They have burned the Lassa police station. They have burned it down. They burned the Select police station. They burned the Urile police station down. Everything is down now as I'm speaking.
Thank you very much. That is, if you go to my page, you will see a flag there. Nigerian flag stained with blood. So the flag that people should be carrying.
That single statement resonated deeply with thousands of young Igbo men and women who felt ignored, marginalized, and silenced. Radio Biafra became more than a broadcast, it became a movement. To his supporters, Nnamdi Kanu represents courage, a man unafraid to say what others only whisper.
And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. They are making money with insecurity. They are making money with it. They know Nnamdi Kanu is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, still on your same outfit.
Yes.
What's the problem? Why?
They didn't give me any outfit.
They didn't give any outfit. That's you don't do that.
And they're doing it because I'm DSS. That's what if I said no idiots can try this rubbish, and they know it very well. They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. They are making money with insecurity. They are making money with it. They know Nnamdi Kanu is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger? That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the east, and any idiot will counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you. Nobody can.
Sir, are you
I'm Nnamdi Kanu. Who is the idiot? No. What is it?
Can you tell us the ongoing killings in the east in the name of IPOB? What is your stand on that?
Anybody involved in any form of violence or insecurity in the southeast in the name of IPOB, and they know it. Let me come out of this nonsense, this mess. 2 minutes only. Only 2 minutes, I guarantee you. And there will be peace in the east, not just south, everywhere in the east, if not the entire south.
He speaks of freedom, self-determination, and pride in being Igbo. He calls himself a disciple of truth, and in many villages and towns across the southeast, his image is displayed like that of a revolutionary. Yet, with passion came confrontation. The Nigerian government saw his broadcasts as a threat, an attempt to resurrect an old wound.
Are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain. You do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? If not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They say they support Akeredolu. This is the governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning, please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is mineral. The same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century moving cattle from place to place. Tell me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace serious mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kanu? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. It is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army Hetiala to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk?
In 2015, Kanu was arrested on charges of treasonable felony. The news spread like wildfire. Protests erupted across southeastern states. Clashes between supporters and security forces followed. He spent years in detention, his name becoming a symbol of resistance. In 2017, he was released on bail, but just months later, his home in Abia State was stormed by soldiers under a military operation code named Python Dance. Shots were fired, people died, and Kanu disappeared. For nearly 4 years, his voice went silent until 2021.
Hello guys, we're live and direct in Afaruku Beku, Abia State. This is the heart of Abia State. That is the Ebai Nokita. Now the house of our great leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Ofonye kwechiri that na Omanna Kanazo where succumb to if on Equatorial. And other, but Jack can go soon if ever because here is the hometown, the home country, ever if any name. Do you understand? So you know ever now if now go to the so go see how they are. Look at it here. If I want mado, you know, I'm not going for if never go see the massacre. Gaffer, Mr. enough. I'm call Ubuni work out last year. But I'm going to go see. In fact, it's not supposed to be all on you say, you know, never if you window, never see window. The different of ever. If I have the mouth, if we have whatever by a wrong cover, but if any like Emisonia or Gaffer, a Cataquando letter, no one which you could but now all the casino where some people out there are Amazon on there.
In June 2021, news broke Nnamdi Kanu had been captured. The Nigerian government claimed he was extradited back to the country. Supporters alleged he was kidnapped from Kenya. Whichever version one believes, it reignited global attention. He was brought before a federal high court in Abuja, charged again with treasonable felony, terrorism and incitement. His appearance was shocking, tired, thinner but defiant. From his prison cell in the DSS headquarters, he continued to inspire loyalty. The IPOB movement persisted, using social media to amplify his message, but so did tension. Security crackdowns, curfews, and sit-at-home orders began to cripple. For many, life became harder. For others, the dream of Biafra became even stronger. Ask a Nigerian what they think of Nnamdi Kanu, and you'll get 1,000 different answers. To a market woman in Onitsha, he's a liberator, the one who speaks the truth others are afraid to voice. To a trader in Kano, he's a threat to peace, a man who wants to tear the nation apart. To the youth in Aba, he is hope. To the federal government, he is danger. This division cut across ethnic lines, class, and history. The truth is, Nnamdi Kanu is both a man and a mirror. He reflects Nigeria's deep cracks, a country struggling to balance unity and justice, freedom and order, memory and modernity. Supporters describe him with almost spiritual reference. They call him Ohamadike, the people's general. They wave his image like a flag, chanting songs that echo the dreams of 1967. For them, his imprisonment is not a defeat, it is a sacrifice. They believe his voice has awakened a generation, that he has forced the world to look again at the injustices many have ignored. For others, though his methods are dangerous, his rhetoric too fiery, his vision too divisive for a fragile country still healing from old wounds. These are the contradictions that make him one of the most controversial figures in Africa today. Can a man fight for freedom without breaking the laws of the land? Can truth exist in rebellion? For Nnamdi Kanu, the line between heroism and rebellion has always been thin, blurred by politics, emotion, and pain. His critics argue that his movement has cost lives, that violence and insecurity have spread in the southeast under the shadow of IPOB. His followers counter that every struggle for freedom demands sacrifice, that even history's greatest liberators were once called rebels. Nelson Mandela was jailed for 27 years. Mahatma Gandhi was imprisoned for leading protests. Malcolm X was silenced for his words. So they ask, is Nnamdi Kanu any different? Nnamdi Kanu's story is not just about one man. It is about a nation still writing its identity, a nation of over 200 million people, divided by ethnicity, united by struggle. His voice has forced Nigerians to confront difficult questions. Who are we? What binds us? And how do we heal old wounds without silencing those who remind us they exist? Whether you agree with him or not, Nnamdi Kanu has already changed the conversation. He has made people think, he has made people feel, and he has made people choose a side. History does not remember neutrality, it remembers conviction. So perhaps the real question is not whether Nnamdi Kanu is a hero or a rebel, but whether Nigeria is ready to listen to the message behind his voice.
On your same outfit.
Yes.
What was the problem? Why?
They didn't give me any outfit.
They didn't give any outfits. That's true. You don't do that.
And they're doing it because I'm in DSS. That's why if I want to know, idiots can try this rubbish, and they know it very well. They know it very well.